how's it going, guys? I'm Ray, and welcome back to my Sims 4 channel. Today I have a different build for you guys, something that is not new to me personally, but it is new to the channel. So I love building abandoned homes in The Sims 4. It is one of my absolute favorite things to do. I love building abandoned homes and older homes, things that are grimy and just a little bit gross. I don't know why. Maybe it's because in The Sims 4, everything that we have tends to look so fresh and shiny and new and polished, so it's a little bit more of a challenge to make something look old and decrepit. But that's something that I seriously love to do and I want to bring more of to the channel. But today we are working on this house in my Building Newcrest series. So what I have so far for the idea of who used to live in this home, it was a married couple, a man and a woman, and I kind of had this idea that this actually took place in like the 1950s or something like that. Oh my god, my bangs are driving me nuts already. I feel like I just got them cut and they're already getting too long. When I go back to get my hair cut completely, my hair is getting way too long in general, so when I go back to get like the full treatment, I think I'm gonna get micro bangs because I just cannot. I cannot stand this. So if you see my bangs change position multiple times throughout this video, it's because I keep shaking them off camera to make them more comfortable. But anyway, I'm thinking that this took place in like the 1950s or something like that. And what I kind of imagined was this couple decided that they were going to have a baby. And I kind of imagined that when the wife got pregnant, she waited for him to get home from work one day to give him the big news, and he was late, and I think she like went to his work to surprise him or something, and she caught him with his secretary, and so he was having a big ol' affair, and that really just broke the poor woman's heart. And what happened is she decided that she was going to lure her husband out to their shed, and she had a shovel, and she just gave him a little bonk on the noggin, just to discipline him a little bit. And he decided that he was going to rest out in the shed, and he never came back. That is my YouTube friendly way of telling the story of what happened here in this house. But yeah, so other than that, I don't really have too much of what I think happened in this house. I mean, that's a lot to be fair, but I want to develop this story even more. So basically, I want this to be a house that when my Newcrest series is done and I have my save file available, which I am planning to make public if I can do so. Apparently it's pretty easy. I googled it recently. So I should be able to do it without any issues, but I want this to be a home that is haunted by this particular man and woman. Maybe just the man, I'm not sure. Like, the woman could still be alive. She could be like an elderly lady that's maybe she changed her identity. Maybe she still lives in Newcrest and she's living by a new name and just nobody knows that it's her, and maybe you have to figure out what sim in this world you think is that particular person in hiding. That would be kind of interesting. But I want this house to be a house that is haunted and it's a fixer-upper. So I think it would be really cool if Sims moved in here with the intention of renovating it, and then you come into some ghosties, So that would be a really interesting way to play with this house. I actually really want to do it personally, maybe in a let's play, if you guys would be interested in that. I don't know if it would be with my sim self or with a random family. I'm really not sure. I haven't put that much thought into that, but I just think that that is such a cool concept to explore, renovating the house or restoring it, however you want to play it, and just coming in contact with this ghost and unraveling the mystery of what happened here, and maybe even coming across the woman who is still out in this world. I think that's so interesting. My brain I live for stuff like this. So I could spend hours upon hours figuring out this story. And like I said, I might end up doing a video like that where maybe I go into cast and create these characters, and I'll have to find a way to put their ghosts in this house too. So we'll have to figure out how we want to do that. But as you can see, the house is pretty much done as far as the layout. This was a super easy build. I got done so quickly because it didn't need to be perfect. Nothing needed to be polished to perfection. It just needed to be an old home that was kind of messed up inside. It's actually been about a week since I built this place, I think. So I've had kind of a wild week and I'm actually behind on uploads, unfortunately. My parents went on a big trip recently and just got back in town, so I've been kind of helping them get life back to normal, and so that's been a little bit chaotic. But I also took off a couple of days because I was waiting for my new curtains to come, and they came a day late, which was really annoying because they were out for delivery and then they went back to the Amazon warehouse, which is so annoying. But they did come. They are in the back here, as you guys can see. So they're supposed to be white, but I think they look more gray. I definitely think they blend in with the walls. When I hold them up, they look white, but when I put them up, they look gray. I don't know if that's because of the sun, like the sun makes them look different, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I wanted light gray or white, and you know, so that works. But it's just so crazy because I am filming at 12:30 p.m. right now, and I'm just so thrilled. It is so dark in this room and the lighting is not going wonk wonk, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to actually be able to utilize the daytime for filming, because that's most of my free time is during the day. So I felt like I was wasting so much time waiting till the sun went down to have more consistent lighting, and then I only had like an hour or two to film before I got too tired to do anything. So it's just really cool to be able to film whenever I want now, and hopefully you'll see an increase in content for that reason. But yeah, so what was I talking about before that? What I've been up to. Yeah, that's about it. That's pretty much about it. Just a bunch of like random adult things, that doesn't sound good. A bunch of random grown-up things that I've been up to, just a bunch of running errands, and just, have you ever had a week where just every grown-up thing you need to do just falls on you at once? And that's kind of been my week. I've had to do so many different things this week and just random errands and things like that. But thankfully, I'm all caught up on all those things and I can get back to doing what I love, which is building in The Sims. So I'm very excited. Something that I did want to talk to you guys about, I hope you're okay with this. I actually got monetized the other day, which is absolutely insane. So when I first uploaded a video to this channel, I had mentioned that I was just doing this for fun. I wasn't intending to make money. I wasn't intending to do this full time. None of that. And it was the God's honest truth. It was just meant for fun because I was building. I thought I might as well record what I was doing if I was going to build anyway. What does it hurt? And somehow this channel got monetized within a month. So that is insane to me. But I also did make the joke in that video that I wouldn't mind if I could become a professional simmer. And while we're nowhere near that point yet, it is cool to be monetized. I decided to go ahead and turn it on because YouTube has been slapping some ads at the beginning of my videos anyway, so I thought I might as well get some of that coin. And I did turn off the mid ad rolls though, because I don't know, being such a small channel, I didn't feel right having ads interrupt my video midway through. God knows how many times. There are so many times where I go to watch videos and there are constant ads throughout the video, and it's very frustrating. So I didn't want to do that to you guys. Being such a small channel, I just didn't think that was fair to you, so I did turn those off. But I am really excited to be monetized because I would really love to be able to do this for a living. I know that there is a lot more work that needs to be put into it to get to that point, but this is just something that I love so much, and I've always wanted to work a more creative job and be my own boss. I want to work for that, and I just enjoy being with you guys so much and spending time with you and reading your comments. This has just been such a source of joy in my life, this channel. So if I can do this more often, I would be so grateful. So I hope you guys are okay with that. I do want to be very transparent and just let you know what's going on. So the channel is monetized, and just let me know your thoughts. I hope you're okay with it, and hope you're okay with me sticking around more because I definitely want to do this full time. I did kind of make an announcement on my community tab that that is what I'm going for, and that was something that I talked about even before I was monetized. So I really want to make a go of this channel. I mean, we still have such a long way to go before I can actually do this as a job, because for example, I have made 34 cents on YouTube so far. But it's still really cool to see that my little tiny videos have the potential to maybe one day financially support me. That would be so awesome. I hope you guys don't mind me talking about this sort of thing. I just want to be very open about what's going on with my channel, and I just want to include you guys as the audience on important decisions that I've made regarding the channel. I just think that's fair. It's because of you guys that this was even able to happen, so I'm just really grateful for all of you, and I appreciate you guys. All of the love and support that you've given me has just been absolutely amazing and incredible and just mind-blowing. But back to the build, because I've been going on about that for a little too long now. But as you can see, we're working on the backyard, and then you'll see me pull out this little shed. So I actually thought about using that from debug, but instead I just kind of used it as inspiration for what to make the shed look like and its shape and color and everything, because I liked the way it looked, but I wanted it to be functional. I wanted you to actually be able to go into that and use it for storage and maybe visit a ghost. Because we are working on that right now. The whole idea that this came from was that I found that little hand item, and I was like, what if we laid down some grass and had it sticking up out of the I don't know. I just had that visual in my mind, and I thought it was so freaking cool. I just had to do it. And that's what sparked the whole idea for this house. I love that, and it makes me, I really want to build a cemetery in The Sims soon, because I think it was The Sims 3. Yeah, it had to have been The Sims 3 that had a cemetery, because I've mentioned this before, but my introduction to The Sims was actually The Sims 3 on PlayStation 3, and I would go to the cemetery all the time. I loved that lot so much, and I want to make one in The Sims 4 in Newcrest somewhere. Actually, I might have to knock down something if I want it to be in Newcrest. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, because believe it or not, we are coming up on finishing Newcrest. The only thing that's keeping me from totally finishing it is that we are now on to more of the community lots, and I'm just not good at community lots at all. I don't even really enjoy them. I've done a coffee shop so far, and I just don't even know what I want to put. So I've got like 3 community lots that I need to build, and I just have no clue what to do. So if you have any suggestions, please leave those down in the comments below. I would love to hear them. But in this room, so my game crashed while I was decorating this room, so it ends up changing, and unfortunately I forgot to hang up those curtains, which I need to go place before I put this up on the gallery, because I really like the idea of having some curtains hung up in there, and I liked the beige. So you will see that that room changes quite a bit because I had to redo it. One of the ideas that I had for this is I would really like to see you guys download this home and renovate it, and on top of that, I think it would be cool to make it into a little bit of a challenge where you have to use maybe at least like 5 items that I've placed in this house, because I went through and placed some very interesting things if you really look. Like, I think I put the tragic clown poster in here, and there's some pictures of who I imagined was the husband. They're kind of hidden around. There's some nice furniture. So I think it'd be really cool if you had to incorporate at least like 5 items from the original build. So if you guys are up for that, I will have this build up on the gallery by the time you are seeing this video. If you want to share that with me, you can just use the hashtag raellyrenovation. I would just love to see that. And if you are somebody who makes Sims content on your channel, love to see a speed build renovation of this house. That would just be something that would totally make my day. I would be so honored to see someone renovate this house. So we're working on a little bit of an office area here. I don't know what time period this is supposed to take place in. I haven't decided yet. I was thinking 1950s, but then that is a really old photo of who I imagine to be the husband. So the story is subject to change. But the core, at its core, you know what happened. The guy did something he shouldn't have, he got bonked, and now he's a ghost. So, you know, that part of the story is not going to change. But I wanted to make it look like a lot of people have gone through here like kids and have gone through here and vandalized the place, trashed the place, went through, stole some things. But like I mentioned, I also just made sure to go around and place some really nice furniture pieces that you could reuse. And you can also feel free to change the swatches of the furniture pieces. This isn't like a super strict shell challenge or anything like that. You can do pretty much whatever you want. I think the only thing I want to see is I want to be able to tell that it's still the same house, but I think it'd be cool if the exterior stayed relatively the same, just much prettier. But anyway, so what are we doing now? I guess we're just wrapping up the upstairs. And as you can see, I did put that tragic clown poster. I have never used that picture in my entire life playing this game. Never. I don't like it. I don't like clowns. Clowns scare me, and not in a good way. I do tend to like things that scare me, but not clowns. Not clowns. Hate clowns. No, no, no. But I thought it was interesting for this build. I just wanted it to kind of look like maybe the lady who lived here and went through this traumatic experience maybe kind of lost her mind a little bit, so you'll see some weird stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then I really like this little sitting room that I did where it's like wood paneling and there's a fireplace. I thought that was kind of cool. One of the things that I realized when I've been making these videos is that after a while there's only so much you can put in a home, so I feel like all of my houses are just filled with so many sitting rooms. Which is so annoying. Like, I want to do something a little more unique, but you know, other than an office and a gym and a playroom, what else are you supposed to do to fill up a house? It's just constantly chairs, constantly tables and chairs, which is super annoying, but I don't know. That's kind of how a house is in real life. But we're adding some finishing touches to the build, and that's basically it. I feel like I've been so rambly. I haven't done a video in a couple of days, so I feel kind of out of practice, but you know, I'll get back into it. I went around and added some rocks to kind of discourage Sims from just being able to waltz up to the lot. Those are from debug, so I hope they will block your Sims from walking. I guess it really doesn't matter, but I kind of wanted to make it look like you couldn't just get onto the lot really easily, if that makes sense. So we're adding some terrain paint and just, I was about to say sprucing up the place, but that doesn't really work for this build. We're trashing up the place, really. But in all honesty, I love this build. This is my favorite build that I've done on my channel. Hands down, I had so much fun with it. And definitely be sure to let me know down in the comments below if you would like to see me do more builds like this, because I will happily do so. But we are onto the screenshots now, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video and for just being the kind and amazing people that you are. I'm really happy and I feel very fortunate to be able to have this channel as such a fun creative outlet, and just to be able to interact with a fun group of people who love what I love. But I'm gonna go before I start to get a little too sappy and start crying. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already to join the fam. I'd really love to have you here. But until the next one, I hope you all are having a really fantastic day. Bye, guys.